Reed's Spider-Man Crawl Space Edition. I'm, of course, your host, Ryan Reed. Please check us out at the Spider-Man Crawl Space at thespidermancrawlspace.com. So I'm here to jump on two books today. Satellite titles, of course. We're here for Superior Foes of Spider-Man number 11 and, of course, All New Ultimates number 1. So let's kick off with Superior, shall we? First of all, pros on this is, actually this is a completely creative team switch here just for a guest issue between Tom Peyer and Kevin Full. And actually that's a really good issue. It really capitalizes off the supervillain support group that was introduced by Nick Spencer and the rest of the creative team and everything. And it's actually a nice look over at the Grizzly and even the Looter, how they've kind of gone from where they were and everything else. Artwork is fantastic, and I really like the story. It flows really nice. The cons are it does feel fill-in, and another thing is it's just to hammer home how, you know, everybody's noticed Spider-Man's change. Even though everything's getting ready for Superior to wrap up and everything, it kind of causes a little bit of a problem there in the story because it doesn't wonder how this is really going to affect the main title, especially when Superior Foes is about to end in 2 more months. Another thing is, despite picking up some plot threads with the supervillain support group and seeing some villains like, you know, the Deadly Delilah and Freak and, you know, Dr. Bong and everything, it kind of just leaves the sense going, it feels like a fill-in issue. It has nothing to do. We've spent 2 months here that have been completely out of the main storyline, which is now going to start here in a couple more weeks to just finish up the book. So it kind of feels like it hampers the book down. But final grade on this, I'll give it a B+. It's still an enjoyable story. But like I said, it definitely feels like it's fill-in. Now, moving on over to the Ultimate side of the universe here and everything with All New Ultimates by Michael Faith. Going into the pros, it actually picks up the threads really well from Survival and everything else, exactly how the new Ultimates work. And it definitely takes on Brian Michael Bendis' superhero street level and everything with the new Serpent Skulls, which is the ultimate version of the Serpent Society. Ooh, say that 5 times fast, folks. It's a nice little story and it works well, but unfortunately, going right into the cons, it feels like Michael has not ever read an issue of Ultimate Spider-Man or really understands all of these characters. And the truth is, this is more like Ultimate New Warriors versus All New Ultimates in the teenage version. It's a little better than the main New Warriors book right now, which is not doing well. And this feels like it's heading about that side of the Wayne going, oh no! But on that, say, I'll give it a C+. I'm going to be a little more kinder than some other people are with it. I mean, it's definitely trade-worthy, but I wouldn't be picking this up monthly. In fact, I didn't even pick up this issue. I just read it in the store. Like I said, it was okay, but no, it's okay for trade back and maybe a little bit of the sister title for Ultimate Spider-Man Miles Morales. But, you know, give me Miles any day of the week. And plus, I actually got to have a sneak peek of Ultimate FF. That's the book you should pick up. And on that note, it feels like you can't just come into this understanding what happens in the book. It feels like you had to pick up Survival or read Cataclysm where you have no idea. And another thing is Jessica Drew all of a sudden says, well, I'm going to be the Black Widow now. What was wrong with being Spider-Woman? I get you're the clone of Peter Parker, but why can't you stay Spider-Woman? All of a sudden she's like, well, I'm just going to, you know, cut off my hair here and everything, and I'm going to put my costume on a little bit more dark, get a little Project Runway on and everything, and now I'm the Black Widow. Fear me, Serpent Skulls and Diamondback. Doesn't work. Oh well. Anyhow, on that, like I said, C+. So a little lower grades for Satellite books. So on that note, I will see everybody later. I will check me out, of course, for the big review on the conclusion of Superior Spider-Man series with issue 31, how it all wraps up. And on that note, everybody, think spring.